Hi, I'm Janessa. I've been making custom fine jewelry for over 20 years, working with my own clients and top studios nationwide. Here, I share the stories, techniques, and behind the scenes secrets to help you create jewelry people can't live without. This week's story is called The Antique Diamond Cut You've Never Heard of, but Should Know About. Today, I want to share the story behind one of my favorite ring designs. Not because it made headlines or won awards, but because it shows just how meaningful antique cut diamonds can be. Also, if this image doesn't hook you, I don't know what will. The design features a Peruzzi-cut diamond, a rare antique cut that bridged the gap between early Renaissance table cuts and today's brilliant cuts. Technically, it's an old mine cut, but what sets it apart is its history, charm, and the way its large, chunky facets were designed to catch candlelight. The diamond was a 40th anniversary gift from my dad to my mom. And yes, there's a personal story behind it. But more than anything, this piece reminded me that antique cuts offer a one of a kind character modern jewelry often lacks, and they're one of the most sustainable choices you can make. But let's back the story up. My mom has always dreamed of having a show stopping diamond ring. After a lifetime of hard work and always putting her needs last, she's more than earned it. Side note, investing in jewelry might seem extravagant. It's a want, not a need, but jewelry has never really been about necessity. It's a memory you can wear, a legacy you can pass down, and a little spark of joy you carry daily. And honestly, that's what makes it worth it. My mom had been dreaming of her ring for decades, and as her professional jeweler daughter, I was more than happy to help. As we started exploring her options, we had the usual conversation: natural diamonds versus lab grown. She only had eyes for natural. I encouraged her to consider something even better: an antique diamond. After 20 years in the custom fine jewelry industry, I'll let you in on a little secret. Many of my friends and fellow professionals choose antique cut diamonds for their engagement rings, pieces with history, character, and uniqueness you won't find in mainstream styles. Antique diamond cuts are full of charm, history, and one of a kind character. So I pointed my mom to one of my favorite sources: Yoram from Gem Concepts, a brilliant second generation diamond cutter based in Israel, whose knowledge of period cuts and modern diamond cutting technology is arguably unmatched. Yoram has a deep passion for sourcing antique cut diamonds. He's also known in the industry for something rare. He specializes in cutting rough diamonds into historic old world styles. It didn't take long for my mom to fall in love with a stunning antique Peruzzi cut diamond, originally cut in the late 17th to early 18th century. Venetian lapidary Vincenzo Peruzzi developed the Peruzzi-cut, an early diamond style with 33 crown facets, a high crown angle, and a shallow pavilion. He designed it to catch and reflect candlelight, creating a soft romantic glow that modern cuts can't replicate. The history behind the cut made it perfect for something meaningful, like my parents' 40th anniversary, a huge milestone in their life together. As a surprise during their vow renewal, held on the lakeside retirement property they spent a lifetime saving for, my dad gave her the ultimate gift: that very diamond, loose, unmounted, and ready for us to turn into the ring she'd always dreamed of. In the next part of the story, I'll share the wild twist: how I designed and finished the ring while 8 months pregnant, and the sneaky way my father and I surprised my mom with the final piece. But for now, here's what I want you to take away. Resetting vintage and antique diamonds isn't just beautiful, they're the most sustainable choice. No new mining, no heavy energy use like most lab grown diamonds, just one of a kind brilliance already in existence, waiting to be loved again. And the best part? You own a piece of history. Now, for the sneakiest surprise I've ever pulled off. Once my mom had her dream diamond, the real work began, designing the perfect ring to showcase it. We designed a platinum setting adorned with castle cut and bead set ideal cut diamonds, finished with a mill grain border, all to honor the antique soul of the Peruzzi cut. The only catch? I was 8 months pregnant and had to finish the custom ring before the baby arrived, so the pressure was on. Days before my due date, my mom asked if the ring was ready. I gave her my best performance, channeling my inner Meryl Streep, as I looked her in the eye and said, "I'm so sorry, Mom, I'm not going to have enough time to finish it." It wasn't true, but the surprise made it more than worth it. She was visibly disappointed, but tried to play it cool. She didn't know that my dad and I had a sneaky plan. After my daughter was born and we returned home from the hospital, everyone came over to meet her. I bundled her up in my mother's vintage baby bonnet. The same one all three of my children have worn, and tied into the strings was the finished ring, quietly waiting to be discovered. As I placed my baby girl in my mom's arms, two once-in-a-lifetime introductions happened at once. It took her a moment to realize what was nestled in the bonnet, but everything changed when she did. My mom's gasps of surprise and her total disbelief were absolutely priceless. I'm so glad we caught that special moment on video. That's why this ring is my favorite. Of all the pieces I've created over the past 2 decades, this one means the most. Not just because it's personal, but because it captures what I love most about jewelry. It holds our stories and marks moments that matter. It was more than just a ring. It captured 40 years of partnership, family, love, and resilience, and a bond that's grown stronger with time. And in case you were wondering, my daughter was not happy about giving back that ring. Want more stories like this, plus pro-level jewelry making tips, design deep dives, and behind-the-scenes secrets? Join the Jewelry Obsessed, my weekly newsletter for designers, jewelers, and collectors who are as hooked on fine jewelry as I am. Come nerd out with us. Subscribe now and don't miss a thing.